The House spends less than the governor, about $600 million less, and they even spend less than they said than their agreement on spending that they had reached with the Senate and had announced earlier this year. So overall, that's a relatively positive thing that they're not spending as much. It's still a little faster than I would feel comfortable with, but overall, it's a and that still leaves the Senate some room to be able to come back and bring the spending even lower, and because they still then have to negotiate, because we know that they're not going to agree on every point.
Right, and you mentioned the Senate because they're the other player in this, so we are only partway through this whole process here of trying to put together this budget, even though the budget has to take effect on July 1st, so they've got another a little less than a couple of months here to get this all worked out. Joe, have you seen any overlapping priorities between Governor Cooper's proposal and the House proposal? Do they agree on anything?
They agree. They actually, 90% of the budget, because when we're talking about these changes, the House is increasing spending by $700 million. The governor increased it by $1.3 billion. And we're talking about budgets that are $24.5 billion. So there's a lot of agreement there. And even in the changes that they're looking at, they want to give higher pay to teachers especially and to principals, and so both proposals had a significant amount of new money for teacher and principal salaries and compensation overall. The House has a smaller increase for state employees. They both fund Raise the Age, which is the law that went into effect last year to bring 17-year-olds out of the adult criminal justice system.